This summer, Em and I decided to go explore the place the sun sets. From the North Atlantic waters to the cedar forests and the sand dunes of the Sahara Desert, this is what we saw. Alright, we are on a Moroccan road trip. We're heading north at the moment, going to check out some of the more well-known cities. Hey! We're taking the scenic route, going through the rural areas, stopping at everything interesting we see along the way. Donkeys! Whoa! You can stop anywhere here and do a little photo shoot. It's so different. Woo! Couldn't bring the drone on this trip because they're banned all in the entire country, unfortunately. But we brought the 2 cameras, so it's gonna be more of a focus on photography.
And now we're kind of in this forest, which is unexpected.
We made it to the city of Chefchaouen, and we're gonna go exploring the blue-washed streets. So right now we're shooting with 2 cameras, M's T6i and then my 80D. We've got a 16-35 and a 50mm 1.8. So this is the little 50. So cute. This is neat, eh? Hello.
Surprisingly quiet.
It is surprisingly quiet, yeah.
It's kind of nice.
Just up by the roadside. They actually eat these, the red part of them. I'm not sure if it's a fruit or a flower or what. All right, we made it into Fez and we're cruising through the alleyways. We're gonna go check out the gardens and see what we can find. Deep in the Medina are these tanneries for making leather products. The hides are soaked in these huge vats, and the method that they use has barely changed in hundreds of years. So this is what the money looks like. It's really cool, it's colorful. On the one side there's all the pictures of the king, and on the other side there's different pictures like camels and trees, different mosques and things like that. 10 dirhams is about $1 American. Just picked up a baguette for 1 dirham and hit the road. It's pretty good bread. There isn't much open in the morning right early. Pretty tasty. Look at all these crumbs! No! Alright, we're driving into the cedar forests outside of our zoo, and we are looking for some monkeys. Hey, buddy! So we just picked up the big 100-400 white lens from Canon for this trip, so we can get some good shots of monkeys. Gonna see what we can do. The peanuts are actually really good. It's just right off this like mountain road in the cedar forest here. There's just tons of them. A little bit of banana. Hey baby. The sunlight is so harsh though right now. It's midday, blue sky, the sun is beaming down and right in the woods, so it's like it's either so bright or so dark. It's hard to get the shots, but hopefully we got a couple. This is when we hit our first big bump in the road. So we're touring through the countryside right now, but we're on this road that's so narrow, so every time you pass an opposing car, you like each have to go 1 wheel into the ditch. And it's really, really hard on the car. I don't know. Our one tire's looking a little flat right now. I think we dinged the rim a little bit. We've got a spare. Hopefully we don't have to use it. We're gonna keep going and see if we can make it to a gas station. Alright, we're coming up on a gas station. Gonna get the tire filled, get back on the road. Looks like it's widening out a bit. The rim is looking in pretty rough shape. Whoa, alright, we got our tire filled up. Looks like it's gonna hold on. Going towards the desert. So I slept in the car last night in the desert. It was actually nice and cool, and we woke up this morning with these sand dunes out our windshield. Gonna head out into them, pack a bag, and go for a little explore. See if we can get some good pictures in there. So many camels in this town for tourism. They just hang out here. They're really cute, actually. So they make well after well, and then they connect them underground, and they make these little underwater streams that they use. And the more wells they get, the more water, and then the more they plant, the better the climate is. And they make these little oases right next to the desert where they can plant food to eat and they can collect water to drink.
Bye, desert.
Heading out from the desert. The water is an orangey red. Don't see too many running rivers around here. Check in at a couple of sandstone cities here in Morocco. They are dry. They just make all the walls out of this hay and sandstone material. That's one of the most popular spots around here. Still feeling the sun from the Sahara Desert, but we stopped by Marrakesh to check out the markets, walk through the garden, and right now we're at the mosque. What does it taste like?
Sugar and minty sugar. It's actually pretty good. It's pretty tasty.
Heading back into the mountains, and we're going towards a mosque called Tinmel. Spending most of our time in the countryside, not stopping too long in the cities. This is the abandoned mosque of Tinmel. It's hidden away in the mountains. Almost at the end of our trip, and we came out to watch the sunrise here outside of Essa. We're heading down the dusty road, heading towards the ocean, right outside of Essaouira. We're gonna go do some kiteboarding today, or at least that's the plan. There's animals all over these dirt roads. It's so funny. Hey buddy. We brought 2 kites out today. We got the 12 and the 9. Probably gonna pump them both up just in case. See where the wind takes us. Such a nice spot for photos too. It's one of the coolest spots we've ever come to do some kiteboarding. three-legged stone. It's this old fortification or something. Great day out on the water. Good session, some of the biggest hang times I've ever gotten. A couple personal bests in there for sure. Oh, look at those blisters.
So I got them putting on my wetsuit, believe it or not. Because I was pulling so hard.
Ah.
And it just got worse and worse ever since.
We're gonna head out for one last excursion.
We're going to see some goats and some trees. We found them.
Whee! Look at all those goats up there. So cute.
Oh.
Only in Morocco. Just like that, 2 weeks of touring, taking photos, and sleeping in the car was over. Until next time.